morning. It's Papa Tom Chapin here. This is Mornings with Papa Tom Chapin and the Chapin Sisters. This is our 98th show.
Yay, 98.
And so we're going to do some favorites and things, and maybe a little surprise. In the sagas of undersea outlaws and the great soggy deeds that they did, the saltiest thief to come down the reef was the outlaw named Billy the Squid. From the Grand Banks he'd steal $7 and escape on his seahorse named the Cid. He took from the sailfish and gave to the shellfish, did big-hearted Billy the Squid. Your part goes, yee-haw! Try that for me, all in your homes. Go, yee-haw! In the Pink Car Lounge, that's a sandbar, worked the farmer Miss Lake Champlain, a beautiful mollusk, a real living dollusk. Her name, it was Calamity Jane. Now this dive was as hard as a barnacle. It was real barracuda terrain, where the groupers and grunts pulled unsavory stunts, which was tough on poor Calamity Jane. Ready? Yee-haw! Let's do that again. Ready? Yee-haw! One night through the door swam a stranger. To the corner he squirted and slid. All the fish in the room grew as hushed as a tomb when they saw it was Billy the Squid. But he had not come in for a hold-up or for criminal personal gain. He'd come on a mission, he'd come there a-fishing for the beauteous Calamity Jane. Ready? Yee-haw! He said, Clammy, I done hurt your feelings, and I've caused you some pain, this I know. But before it's too late, I'm gonna go straight, or as straight as a squid can go. Then he asked for her hand, but she had none, and to prove it, she lifted her lid. And well, how about a foot? And her foot out she put. It's a beauty, said Billy the Squid. Then he gathered her up in his tentacles, and as into the sunset they rid, she looked at him clammily, let's start a family. Wahoo, said Billy the Squid. So they moved to the submarine suburbs, and when they found out they could not have kids, they adopted 3 guppies and 4 dogfish puppies and a whole bunch of clamlets and squids. In the sagas of undersea outlaws and the great soggy deeds that they did, there's a clam who prevailed where the sheriff had failed, and she captured bold Billy the Squid. Last chance. Yee-haw! Billy the Squid. John Forster and Papa Tom. In fact, all these next few are next couple are written with John Forster, wonderful writer and friend. Like this one. I told a joke in Idaho. They liked my joke and really let me know. In Idaho, they go ho 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 and roll on the floor. it with glee. But in Tennessee, they go hee hee hee. In Idaho, they go ho ho ho. And roll on the floor. Help me out. In Tennessee, you got it. They go hee hee hee. Higher and louder. In Tennessee, they go hee hee hee. In Idaho, they go ho ho ho. And roll on the floor. I'm gonna keep doing these silly state laughs. It's kind of a build-up song. And your job, should you accept it, is to keep up. Ready? Well, next I went to Arkansas. I told my joke and got a big guffaw. In Arkansas, they go haw, haw, haw. In Tennessee, they go hee, hee, hee. In Idaho, they go ho, ho, ho. And roll on the floor. Good job. I tried my luck in old Kentucky. I told my joke and they were thunderstruck. In old Kentucky, they go nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. In Arkansas, they go haw, haw, haw. In Tennessee, they go hee, hee, hee. And in Idaho, they go ho, ho, ho. And roll on the floor. My joke went big in Washington, where ho, ho, ho's are hardly ever done. In Washington, they go, oh, what fun. In old Kentucky, they go, nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. In Arkansas, they go, haw, haw, haw. In Tennessee, they go, hee, hee, hee. And in Idaho, well, by now you know, they roll on the floor. I came back home to Delaware. I told my joke and all they did was stare. It was very upsetting, 'cause in Washington they go, oh, what fun. In old Kentucky, they go nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. In Arkansas, they go haw, haw, haw. In Tennessee, they go hee, hee, hee. And in Idaho, they go ho, ho, ho. In all those places, they scritchel up their faces and roll on the floor. They do all that stuff, all those crazy laughs. In Piermont Town, they go, wow, wow, wow. Here's another great John Forster song by himself. Whether now or wide, there are wonders inside everybody. There is joy, there is pride, curiosity inside everybody. For health and strength and beauty come in every shape and size, and no one has the right to criticize. So let's all celebrate every height, every weight, everybody, every quirk, every gene, and the differences between everybody. 'Cause health and strength and beauty come in every shape and size. Our differences are blessings in disguise. From the shell of our skin to the feelings within everybody. May we value and love, may we be respectful of everybody. Every boy, every girl, everyone in the world, everybody. everybody. There is joy, there is pride, curiosity inside everybody. Every boy, every girl, every mole of the world, everybody. Everyone, every two, every me, every you, everybody. Everyone, every two, every me, every you, everybody. Nicely done. Let's do one of the songs we've all rehearsed. How about we do Pretty Planet 2? What do you think, guys? Oh. Do you want to play or just sing? Ready for you, Lily? Winds blow, tides flow, shooting stars descend. Our lives begin, middle and end on this pretty planet, spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around. All through the night, sing till the morning light.
Time flies, ages go by, empires rise and fall. All history is laid here to me on this pretty planet, spinning through space. Your garden, your harbor, your holy place.
This pretty planet,
Sun
spinning
going
through space.
down,
You're a garden,
gentle
you're a
blue
harbor, you're a
spin
holy
us
place.
all
Golden
the
sun
night.
going down, gentle blue giant,
The
spin
morning light,
all
pretty planet,
the night.
spinning through space. Your garden, your harbor, your holy place.
Golden sun
Going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around.
golden sun going down, gentle blue giant,
The
spin us
morning
around.
light, all through the night,
Stay till
the morning
everybody,
light,
all through
the night,
stay till the morning light. I got a little mixed up in the middle there. Papa Tom. Oh my goodness. Same key. Let's do this one. In first grade, they gave a little paper cup, potting soil to fill it up. Teacher sends her home with a pumpkin seed. Put it in the window, warm and light. Give a little drink each and every night. Sunshine and water are all you need to grow your own. Grow your own. Soon you'll see the very first bloom of your own little farm in your own little room. Grow your own.
Diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do.
Just grow your own. That's your part. A few years later in earth science class, clear a little corner of the high school grass, fence and trellis and rows of seeds. Chess team will come and measure the plants, dance club will water them before they dance. Football team come and pull the weeds. Grow your own. Grow your own. Friends in the garden up, see.
Yeah, those are friends on the garden of bed.
And Disney sprout like a bean or a sugar pea. Grow your own.
Diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do.
Just go on, do it again.
Diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do. Just grow your own.
Someday you'll be living on the 14th floor, high above the city's roar. Clear a little space on the balcony. Get soil and seeds in red clay pots. Cultivate cukes and cherry tomatoes. A whole bunch of basil and parsley. Grow your own. Grow your own. Pesto sauce is extra charm when it's grown in your very own high-rise farm. Grow your own.
Diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do. Just grow your own.
Someday you'll be walking past an empty lot. Your friends and you will hatch a plot to bring it back to life once more. So you clean out the garbage and the cans of oil. Spread some clean organic soil. Make a city garden with an open door. Grow your own. Grow your own. 'Cause food tastes better when you grow it up. From a city garden or a paper cup. Grow your own.
Diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do.
Just grow your last chance.
Diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do, diddly 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 do. Just grow your own.
For a little bitty kid or a full-grown man or a little old lady with a watering can, it's all the same. Simple plan, just grow your own. Just grow your own, grow your own. Well, this is actually a celebration today. It's the 100th anniversary of the last state to pass and make it happen.
The last state needed
Needed.
to ratify the amendment.
The amendment of women's suffrage.
They needed 3/4 of the states to ratify it in order to make the amendment pass. And
Which state was it?
Tennessee.
And it passed by
There's a-
one vote.
I think we're actually missing, because I did a little research on this. We're missing right now. It's happening right now. Nashville has made a women's suffrage or a room at the Nashville Library. Actually, we have a friend who works at the Nashville Library, main branch, and so that's happening right now. Roseanne Cash is the one who is cutting the ribbon and
Wow.
emceeing that event. But we were thinking for a show we were going to do back in April, I think, and it obviously got canceled, but now we're actually going to do it on virtually in October, I think, Songs of Protest, which is a Nyack-specific local Hudson Valley event that we've done a few years in a row. Now we're going to do it virtually, but Elliot Forrest, who is one of the organizers, asked Lily and me to find a song about women's suffrage since we are celebrating the 100th anniversary. And we chose this song that some of you may know. It was a poem by James Oppenheim, which was written in before 1920, actually. He wrote it. It was about textile mill strikes, and that there was a sign, and it became, the term bread and roses became identified with the textile workers movement, because it was a very mostly women worked in the textile industry, and they were treated horribly. There were children working. They had no weekends. They were locked in. As we know, the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire was a very tragic event, and we're actually, Lily and I, many of you know that we're also in the textile industry ourselves. We have a store, and this is something that we think a lot about, because even though in our country it's not happening anymore, the textile industry around the world is very exploitive, especially of women. But I digress from the song. But this, the term bread and roses was about women's suffrage, and the idea was that if women who were signifying the home, the family, feeding each other, if we had the right to vote, that it would not just be about the nuts and bolts, the bread, but it would be about the beauty of life too, the roses. We don't just want to be able to live at the most base level. We want to have a beautiful life and be able to live to our fullest, and that is what women's suffrage is about. And then 100 years later, so many people in our country and around the world are still fighting for these things. We don't just want the right to be able to live in our country. We want the right to flourish and to be able to live our lives to their fullest. And that's what this song is about. And Mimi Farina put the tune to it, and
you changed the chords.
And I changed the chords. As we go marching in the beauty of the day, a million darkened kitchens, 1,000 mill lofts gray, are touched by all the radiance that a sudden sun discloses. For the people hear us singing, bread and roses, bread and roses. As we go marching, unnumbered women dead go crying through our singing, their ancient call for bread, small art and love and beauty, their drudging spirits new. Yes, it is bread we fight for, but we fight for roses too. As we go marching, we bring the greater days, for the rising of the women means the rising of the race. No more the drudge and idler, tend that toil where one reposes, but a sharing of life's glories, bread and roses, bread and roses. As we go marching, we battle tooth for men, for they are women's children, and we mother them again. Our lives shall not be sweated from birth until life.
us bread, but give us roses. Give us bread, but give us roses. Bread and roses, bread and roses.
Wow. Powerful song. Let's go in key of D. I don't like to say goodbye. I don't want today to end. But we will be happy together tomorrow, together tomorrow again. Together tomorrow, together tomorrow, my friend. We will be happy together tomorrow, together tomorrow again.
You may walk the rocky road, my road may twist and bend. We'll share our stories when we get together, together tomorrow again.
Together tomorrow, together tomorrow, my friend. We'll share all our stories when we get together, together tomorrow again. Every day must pass away, never to come again. Tonight when I'm sleeping, I'll dream of us being together tomorrow again. Together tomorrow, together tomorrow, my friend. Tonight when I'm sleeping, I'll dream of us being together tomorrow again. Little shout out to Why Hunger, as we do every day. And Thursday's going to be our 100th show. If you guys have any ideas about what
Now we
should
go
do
into
that?
syndication and we all make the big bucks.
Oh, is that what happens? And so we're sort of thinking, what we have ideas ourselves, but if you have some ideas what we should do for our 100th show on Thursday, send them in. It's always great to get some other ideas. Thank you so much for hanging in with us this long, and I hope you all are doing well. We have a beautiful day here in the Hudson Valley today. It cooled off a little bit, starting to feel like August, like the fall is right around the corner. So let's do this verse, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Together tomorrow, together tomorrow, my friend. We'll share all our stories when we get together, together tomorrow again. Thank you, friends. See you tomorrow.
Buy stamps.
Coco looks cozy.
I know, Coco somehow has some